Most dance music producers just sit down and start working without any plan when they're making tracks, but that might be the worst habit you can be in if you actually want to finish tracks and get better at music production. And listen, I get it. Music is creativity, right? We're so used to the idea that being creative is about waiting for inspiration and intuitively figuring everything out yourself. Society tells us that creativity is about being free and unrestricted, that it should be easy and obvious, and if you have to think too much about it, then you're just not talented or creative. But that's not true. Even Robert Henke, the guy who invented Ableton, needs to put limitations on his creative process in order to make music. He thinks very deeply about his music, and that's not because he isn't talented or creative. And actually, holding on to the belief that all you need to do when you make music is open up your DAW and poke around doing whatever you feel like doing causes a whole ton of problems for you. You keep running into the same issues and roadblocks, getting stuck at the same stages and never finishing songs. And if you do finish a song, you don't feel proud of it. When your creative process is led by the song going wherever it wants to go, you have no way of overcoming the limitations of your comfort zone. So you find yourself settling for whatever's currently within your abilities. And if you're not finishing songs, you never get the practice to get better at the skill of finishing songs, meaning every track you start means you're less and less likely to ever actually finish anything and put it out. So how do you find inspiration and actually finish songs that you can be proud of? You have to be intentional about your creative process at every stage in the journey. Whether you're setting out to write an album or you're just finishing a work in progress track, you need to know what your goal is before you sit down in the studio or your bedroom and start working. I'm not saying that creativity or being open to discovery isn't important, because it is, but the clearer an idea you have of how you're going to use your creativity to achieve your goals, the more effective a producer you'll be. Start with your end goal in mind and break things down step by step, and then actually stick to your plan. You can always make changes to your process if you find things that aren't working. Same thing next time you sit down to work on the track. Figure out where you are and where you need to get to, break down the steps of getting there, and repeat until you're done. You'll be surprised at how much faster your songs will get finished. So let me ask you, do you want to keep going into music production with no plans or intentions and end up wasting time on things that aren't important, setting yourself back instead of making progress and never finishing any music? Or do you want to set yourself goals and intentions for your creative process so that you can push yourself, grow as an artist, and actually finish your music? If that's you, come and join us in the Outside of Sound community, where we can hang out and share information and support each other as dance music producers.